Hey everybody, Ruination Knight here with some more Dark Souls Remastered. And excuse me, in this video we are taking on GWYN. So a couple things. I did some farming for the Silver Knight weapons, which are pretty good. They scale off of strength and dexterity, but mostly dexterity. So this is the Silver Knight Straight Sword. Pretty standard. As you can see. And then the Silver Knights, and I upgraded that one to rank 4. I got the Silver Knight shields, which are pretty basic. And then I got the Silver Knight spears. I actually got 2 of them. Pretty cool. Pretty cool looking weapons. And I found out that I can now roll with my 2 knives and my bow equipped with all my Lord's Blade armor on. And I am now using the Dark Silver Tracer, which I have at rank 2. And we're gonna head to Firelink Shrine because I wound up killing the Firekeeper and Anor Londo because I'm not really going back there anytime soon. And I have my what is that? I talked to the cleric chick, as you saw in the last video, about what happened in the Tomb of the Giants.
Oh, you... Oh, blast, where might she be? And would she be safe? Oh, I'm sorry.
And we're gonna head back to... I'm gonna show you guys how to get a special ring. That's very useful, especially for fighting Black Knights. It is an incredibly useful ring. And to get it, you have to head back to the Undead Asylum. So this won't take very long. And I also upgraded my Quelaag's Fury Sword as well to rank 4. So what we do is we drop a skull lantern. We now have 2. We picked one up from the body of Paladin Leroy. And then you reload the game.
Give me.
Just like that, we got the Ring of Fog. We're gonna drop rubbish.
Give.
Oh wow, Titanite chunk. That's actually really good.
Not that one. Enough.
So, okay, I get it. You can't drop 2 rubbish for him, or more than 1 rubbish. So what the Ring of Fog does is it literally turns you invisible. Okay. Hey, Patches!
Oh, we meet again. You've come at the perfect time. I'm done with the looting. I'm a humble and wondrous treasures have I. At a special price. There you are. I'll relax.
Prostration. Oh shit, I could buy Eyes of Death from him. Humanity at 10,000 twin humanity. Great Heal, Crescent Axe, Mace, Canvas Talisman, Thurland Talisman. Holy shit, you could buy the masks from him too.
Yeah, have you met that? Believe me on this one, my love. He's a but he happens to be an awfully strong. Just nod your head and keep it. Wait, have you met Petrus? That's self. Believe me on this one, my love. Don't you be fooled by his claims to do. They're all the same, those. Boy, have you met Lautrec the Embraced? Believe me on this one, my love. He's he wouldn't think twice about cutting somebody down. So watch out for him. Especially if you've humanity to. I'm done with the looting, and. What? Nothing about. You must.
Shit. So we might farm the Black Knights, you know. We need the shit.
What is it? I am. Go on. Very well. Be still.
And these Black Knights will respawn. But there's a total of like, I don't know, like 7 of them. That's it. Before you fight the boss.
Magnet, you have followed my teachings faithfully. You are the true Lord of men, the Dark Lord. Now go forth and rid us of thy kind.
And if you saved Solaire, you'll be able to summon him against GWYN. And I've been practicing parrying. I was parrying against the Silver Knights that have swords. So hopefully I can parry against these guys. Aw, shit. Titanite chunk. And this one, I believe, has a great sword. Yep. So I think against, like, Black Knights, you can parry them relatively easily. This one seemed to be intent on giving me trouble. Red Titanite chunk. God, I love flipping. So there's an item over there, but there's a Black Knight waiting. Black Knight over here? No. We need some homeward bones also. The only ones I really had trouble parrying were the Silver Knights that had spears. This is fine. And right here is the item, which is the Black Knight set. So, from what I've seen, or rather heard, is GWYN can be made extremely easy if you have if you're able to parry. That's where you'll summon Solaire. That's new. Awesome! I'm parrying fucking great axes. I just gotta get a little bit better on it. White Titanite chunk. And you got a Black Knight with the Black Knight halberd. Fuck. There we go. See, that was the problem I was having with the Silver Knights. What with the spears was I couldn't hit them. We only really want the Mask of the Father and Mask of the Child. So we'll warp back to Firelink and get the Mask of the Child at the very least, and then we'll turn human and take on all these goons. Yeah, that was the problem I was having, was the timing on the parries. And with the Black Knights that have halberds, they're hard to time, because what they like to do is hide behind their fucking shield and thrust you, or do their fucking spin attacks. So we'll head on back to Patches. I like to think it's Petrus who betrayed the clerics. 'Cause it just makes sense, you know?
Oh, you again. You've come some... I say...
Purchase Mask of Child.
Right. Good stuff, don't you?
I think that's something they changed, was patches.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Really quick, we're gonna go talk to the cleric lady. So, I need 4 Demon Titanites to level up. How many Eyes of Death do I have? Eight now. I think 10 you get Gravelord Greatsword Dance.
I was wondering when you might. It is a great relief to see.
Prayer.
Vince and Nico were fooled by a lout named Patches and turned into my prayers did them no. It is my ignorance, my frail. Perhaps Petrus realized my and thus made the decision to abandon. I can hardly blame him. Vince and Nico were and the I can. Then be safe.
Alright. And perhaps on New Game Plus I'll do the, I'll show you guys the quest line for Shiva of the East. Because you're supposed to find a fucking sword for him. Hold on, let me look that up. Okay, so there is no quest. Okay. Okay, you can't fast travel to kill another first ones. You have to do it cough.
What is it? Go. They failed. Very well.
You know, I kind of prefer Koth, but Framp does offer you to pretty much sell items to him. However, Koth just is cooler. Alright, now we're going after GWYN. Please, here my yeah, the Black Knight halberd, Black Knight sword, and Black Knight shield. Just need an axe and great sword. So I have Mask of the Child now, in addition to Mask of the Mother. Just need Mask of the Father. I mean, everybody makes a mistake on pairing. It's not a perfect science. Oh, that's what I did wrong. I wanted to upgrade my Estus with the Firekeeper soul. It was cool that Patches sells twin humanities, but for like 20,000 souls. To be fair, it kind of makes sense in the sense that they are for... Oh, that's right. I need to show you guys where to give the large ember, or very large ember to. I want to do that first because I don't exactly know if they changed the fact that you could free roam after you beat the game.
I thank you finally because of the iron. Forgive, I am impure. I would.
So she pretty much praises you like, oh, thank you for doing the Lord Vessel thingy. So I don't know. Andre doesn't mention anything about it. Neither does the giant blacksmith. Hopefully, this guy will.
An ember from New Londo, and a fine ember it would, he say. I'll give you a flame to feast you.
Yeah.
Yes, very well. We'll get this on. What was that about? What's that then? Need some smith, then produce me. I'm here to... Well, what was that about? Don't be come.
Alright. Now off to this. So it's kind of cool how... So I think I figured it out. So when you talk to a guy and...
I am go.
and they're supposed to head to Firelink Shrine. You have to beat a boss to trigger it. So if I go to Tomb of the Giants, talk to Patches and all that, then early game you can get, well, after you place the Lord Vessel, obviously, you can talk to Patches at Firelink Shrine, beat another boss, like, let's say the Moonlight Butterfly and Capra Demon, and then bada boom, bada bing, you beat them. Or you beat them and talk to Patches. And you could, early game you could buy items. Damn it. Fuck you. Hate fighting Black Knights. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Tight Night Chunk. Alright, so yeah, if you could bait the great sword users into a heavy attack, you can make them pretty easy. These guys also aggro pretty well too. Gotcha! Black Knight Sword and Tight Knight Chunk. You know, Patches sells like a lot of good shit, you know? Gotcha! Gotcha, bitch! One Tight Night Chunk. I'm taking these guys out nice and quick because I want Slayer to be at full health. Yeah, that shit ain't gonna work on me. blue titanite chunk. So I managed to keep it above 10 going into the fight. Night Solaire. So I'm pretty sure you don't want to use fire attacks against GWYN for obvious reasons, like Lord of Cinder, he's like in permanent cinder form the whole fight. Fire ain't exactly gonna be your best friend. And then you could trade his soul to get, I believe, Sunlight Blade? Sunlight Blade, is it Sunlight Blade? Or Sunlight Spear. Alright, let's do this. Ow. Damn it, he got me with the fucking grab. Oh, finally got him with that. And hail to the king, baby. Hail to the king. And that's how you do it. And we're gonna follow Koth's advice and just leave. So you got two options: link the flames or leave.
My lord, bless thy safe return. Let God serve your highness. We are
Fine,
here
Lord.
to serve your highness. Let true God be cast upon the world. Our Lord returns.
Awesome. So that's it. We beaten all the bosses and everything. Got the trophy, Dark Lord. Yeah, there's no like free roam. So I hope you enjoyed the video, everybody, as much as I did. I really liked the playthrough. I liked showing you guys everything and whatnot. So I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, that's it. I can't believe how easy that fight with GWYN was. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment onto what games you think I should do playthroughs of next, and praise the sun.